it says if you're following Shmos at its let's say dot, okay, what's it called, face value, Moshe Rabbeinu is only told in this week's parsha that Aharon's to be Kohen, because in all Parshas Truma it says, okay, assuming Ein Muktim Muchar B'Torah, this is the order. It's Moses went up on Sinai, and before the whole golden calf thing is happening, because we haven't heard about that yet, he had first had this whole revelation at Sinai and the Nasa and Ishma, etc., and building the Mizbeach. And the next day he woke up and says, "I'm going up to get the law. I'll be back." Aharon, who were in charge, Yehoshua followed him halfway up the mountain. Fine. And then it says, Yikuli Teruma. It talks about building the temple. And then it says, and by the way, light the menorah. Aaron and his sons shall light the menorah. So Moses wondering, my brother and sons, why? What's special about them? Until that point, there was a kahuna already. He was the firstborn. And it says, oh, and by the way, take Aaron and his sons, they're to be lechanoli. They're being initiated into the priesthood now. Big surprise to Moshe Rabbeinu. This is the first time we've heard of such a thing. Don't forget, even everything Moshe Rabbeinu was taught at Sinai had to have been new to him at a certain point. So this is where Moses suddenly hears, like, oh, I'm building this whole Mishkan. That sounds very nice. Organized worship. What? My brother's the Kohen? And God mentioned them by name. And he told them, matter of fact, he said, they're the ones who are supposed to light the menorah. Why? Because they're going to be the priests in this temple. So that's a big surprise to Moshe Rabbeinu. What was going on at this time? If you read it the way I'm reading it, because right now down at the mountain on the other side, the people are coming to Aaron and saying, "No, what's going on here?" Aaron's being put to the test. He's being put under pressure. And it says, Shemen Zayich Zach Kasis Lamaor. And that's where when Farsha mentioned this halach we just said. It has to be the first press. The first press. The first squeeze. Why? That's when the best potential comes out. The subsequent squeezes, okay? Like you said, modular. The 1, 4, and 7 are the only ones that didn't have the beam on them. Okay, they're the first squeeze. Question is, when you're put to the test, you're put in a difficult situation, what comes out? Because I said you can tell a lot by man by what? His three kasas, right? Koso, kaso, and kiso, right? Which means koso means his cup. You can tell a man by how he drinks. Sometimes he drinks in vino veritas, nichnas yain yatzasod. You just tell a person the way he behaves when he drinks, or does he drink? Next, how he behaves with his money, his keys. Tell a man by where he puts his money. And kaso, when a man's angry, also the real personality comes out. So too, when you're put into the pressure, like the olive is squeezed the right thing. Aaron was basically tested like one of the olives himself at this time.